I got a haircut for this now. All right. Make sure you get my good side. That's probably back here.
You say who cut the hair, you might connect with free.
Yeah, no. No, I'm not going. You know what? I can't tell you the last time I had the same person cut my hair twice in 20 years. Kind of on the fly. But where do you want to begin? You just want me to talk or?
Just a few familiar faces this year. Well, it's nice having the meat of the roster back.
Well, it's a different kind of training camp, to be honest with you. Yes, we have more familiar faces on the court with us early. Secondly, we have a shorter period of time to get them ready to play. So it's an accelerated kind of situation, but it's more advantageous because you're really dealing with the players that I think make up the Silver Stars by and large. And we've got some additions, and we're moving them along very fast. But having the core of the team back, having a system in place for now, this is our 5th year, we play to that early and move them along rather quickly.
This team now knows what it takes to get to the finals. So you expect to see that game in, game out, that extra intensity?
Yeah, but I think, I think every season has its uniqueness, is what I told our team. We have people that have been in a system. We have people that have played together. But I think you have to create in the moment, and every year has that uniqueness. And so we have to have, the thing this team's been good through the years is if you look at us, we've gotten better each year. And this year's no different. I think we've got to understand that we've got to be who we are in this given year and then evolve that.
How valuable is it now to have so many veterans who kind of be coaches on the court?
That's probably the reason I'm still coaching. To be honest with you, I don't envy having started 3 programs, or at least got involved with 3 programs that needed to improve. That's a daunting task. You so much enjoy having players on the court, and you're so much more effective when the players on the court understand what we as a coaching staff want and what the league and the perils of the league bring, and they have a calm in the storms, so to speak. So it's certainly, from a coaching standpoint, way more advantageous than when you're trying to begin that process.
Stay so busy during the offseason. How nice was it just to be back on the court yesterday?
Well, what's nice is the energy I get from the team. And again, I told them that some team, I've coached now, this is my 10th team in the WNBA. It's my 31st year of coaching overall. Some teams sap you. I mean, I wish I could tell you they're all great, but no, sometimes they just sap all the energy you got, just by their needs and their maintenance. This team gives it back to me. It's almost like, the good Lord gives me a chance to get some energy back from this basketball team. They make me get up in the morning and make sure my hair's combed and I'm properly ready to go, not physically, mentally, and all the areas you need, because they tend to give me their best, so they need that from me, and it's actually quite motivating, to be honest with you. But they have that kind of energy. They're built to be good teammates. They're built to take care of business, and I think there's a certain energy that comes with each other and even back to the coaching staff to make sure we're doing our best right with them.
A lot of the players enjoy the fact that they were Western Conference champions. They're going to have a bullseye on their back. They want the best from every team. As a coach, do you look forward to that same challenge?
Don't even think about it, to be honest with you. I mean, I think about how well we play basketball. I have found through the years, whether we were good or whether we were bad, the other teams, are going to come out and probably give us their best shot. I haven't seen a real huge difference. Now, what I do think that you get is every team, maybe in the other situation you might catch somebody not playing in the first half if you weren't good. But by and large, teams in this league, because of the shortened schedule, they come ready to play. So it's more about how we play. It's always about how we play. If we're not practicing well, I'm not thinking about the motivation some other teams have. I'm thinking about, we need to practice better. We need to play better, all those type of things. It's about us. I think we all recognize we're good enough if we play well that we can be successful. So it's about us playing well, and I love that mindset. It's not about who we play, and quite honestly, I hardly ever talk with my staff. I hardly talk to the players about it, but I do talk a lot about how we perform. I do talk about how we play.
Coach, a lot of the season depends on the health of the team and how you're able to fight off the injury bug. Helen said that the team looked like it's come in more fit and more mentally and physically fit. Can you just address that?
That's all you can do. You know, we train, and one of the things we do from a strength and conditioning is injury prevention. You know, as much as gaining strength, it's putting us in that situation. And you can't always absorb, I mean, you can be well prepared and you're still going to have injuries in regard to that. But, you know, I think this is as good a team as I've ever had as far as preparation physically in the off season. I mean, I think people around it have agreed with me that players by and large did what they could to get themselves physically ready for that. And you hope you avoid injury, because there's certainly nothing you can do about that. But this team came to camp in a position that you hoped that you would see them on May 17th.
And talking about that, what's going to take for y'all to go to that next level? What are y'all going to work on?
Well, I think we've got to get better throughout the year. I mean, we're going to have some storms early. I mean, the league condensed. I think teams are better. I think the quality of play will be evident. We have to find a way that in the first half of the season, we are, as we find our identity, that we're keeping our head above water. And in the second half of the season, we have to be playing our best basketball. And I think that probably will happen. And for us to evolve and improve, as you asked, it's about a learning process. You know, yeah, we went to the finals, you know, but what did we get out of it? What type of confidence, what type of knowledge did we glean from that? That's what's really important. You know, and they've been good about that in the first 4 years here. 7 to 13 wins to 20 wins to 24 wins. They've been good about that. This is a cognitive group, and so they've got to have learned something from that. It doesn't mean it's going to be smooth sailing. They've got to learn how to handle adversity, and they've also got to learn how to get to their best basketball at the end of the year.
Coach, one thing we failed to mention, this year the roster goes down to 11, and you have so many players in camp. What kind of challenge is that for you to set this final roster in the coming weeks?
That's the worst part of my job, to be honest with you. You know, when you have to, you develop a certain affinity to players in training camp, and then you got to trim them down. And, you know, we played at 11 last year. If you studied our team, the model that most of us are playing with through a lot of the year, we added some players near the end to get up to 13, but a lot of the year we played at 11, and we know the hardships that entail. But it's very hard for me, because we will grow in the ability to appreciate some players, and they'll be good teammates, and then we'll have to trim to 11. And I don't enjoy it. We've created some situations where there's going to be good competition in camp, but it's just part of the deal. But on a personal level, it's the saddest days when I have to, somebody I like, I can't keep.
And obviously you like just about every player on the roster, or they would be.
Yeah, I mean, even the players that we bring in on training camp contracts and free agents, they're people that we like. You know, that's just, we're built different. I tell the team, there's different ways to build teams. You know, our team is built on a certain chemistry. I mean, we are better as a whole than our parts. And we have nice parts, but they're built to kind of play together. And that includes people we bring in. You know, it's a very much a process, so we grow to like them as people. We grow to like them on the court, and then we're going to have to trim to 11 at some point. Okay?
Thanks, Coach.